Hello again. They are shocking images of abandoned children in Romania, tied to walls, rocking from side to side, malnourished and left to live like animals. Not images from the Romania of 20 years ago, the failed communist dictatorship, but the Romania of today, 2006, a country on the brink of entry into the European Union, a country that promised the horrific maltreatment of its orphans would be consigned to the past. Well, our correspondent Chris Rogers and cameraman Tony Hemmings travelled to Romania to expose the emptiness of that promise. Working undercover, they discovered thousands of appalling conditions. Here's Chris's first exclusive report on the Romanian children abandoned. Hope and a warning, some of the images are very distressing.
Dumped in a Romanian hospital. She is one of thousands abandoned each year. The lucky ones are saved, fostered. Many are condemned to virtual imprisonment, driven mad in appalling conditions, confined to miserable institutions until they die. We are armed with fake aid worker ID, but there are too few nurses on these eerily quiet wards to notice us. They are understaffed, under-resourced, yet teeming with Romania's abandoned. Some are starving. Left somehow to feed themselves. They are simply unwanted, but others are dumped because of birth defects. Ionet has been here 7 years and treated for cerebral palsy. Life-saving expertise to treat liquid on the brain doesn't exist here.
Yeah.
As a condition of Romania's forthcoming EU membership, orphanages for young children were closed and replaced with a local fostering programme. But children's charities claim the system is overwhelmed. And according to one nurse, many hospitals have instead become orphanages, with horrific consequences.
I
think the hospital is like a zoo. They live like animals all day in their cots, and that makes the children become physically and mentally damaged. To stop this institutionalisation, we need more help, so we can offer love to the abandoned children and stop them becoming disabled.
An aid worker showed us children crippled from lying on their backs for months on end. These loveless wards also create mental scars. The rocking motion is a common side effect. I was witnessing the creation of mentally and physically disabled children, destined for the country's most horrific homes. This is an institute for disabled children, typical of several we saw, but here a nurse let us film. She's tired of hiding her country's failure.
I need more workers, better salaries, more money. It is bad conditions. Go over there. You can see what it is like.
Some had been born mentally ill, but many had arrived in need of little more than love and attention. We are surrounded by victims of institutionalisation here, and this is the treatment they receive. You're looking right at it. They benches all day or just lie here on the rug, some of them with their hands tied behind their backs to protect themselves, but also the other children. The nurse is overwhelmed. She keeps the room clean, but she has little else to offer these children. She didn't want us to film them tied up, but they clearly didn't know what to do with their freedom. We're told to stop filming and hand over the tape. Okay, we'll stop filming. The nurse's reaction is not surprising. Romania insists its notorious institutes have been dealt with. Some, like this one, have been shut down. But where were the children here sent to? The younger orphans are now in newly built centres. Aid workers call them show homes, where fundraisers and celebrities are given tours. We got a job in one, and our secret filming revealed disturbing practices. 14-year-old David is tied to his bed to stop him rocking and creating more damage to the wall. We're told Simona is blind and tied up for her own safety. Marion's head has been sellotaped to break her falls. All of the children's feet here are twisted from lack of exercise. Romania promised to tackle its child welfare problems. The broken promises we filmed are happening on Britain's doorstep. In a country still set to join the European club, an abandoned baby faces life in the horror homes they try to hide from the outside world. Chris Rogers, ITV News, Romania.
Well, tonight the Romanian government said it will investigate the issues raised in Chris's report. It told us we have reformed the child protection system and made it possible for local authorities to prevent abandonment and protect all children in need by appropriate placement in substitute families. What the investigation makes clear, they say, is that some county authorities are not implementing the child rights legislation. Well, tomorrow, Chris investigates just how easy it is to buy a child for his second report, Romania, Babies for Sale.
So this is Andrea. She is 3 years old, and her mother has said that she would like us, if we took her away, to give her a better life.
That's on tomorrow's Evening News.
In the meantime, in other news, 8 men accused of plotting to blow up transatlantic plane have been remanded